With the confirmation of the Delta and Lambda variants in St. Kitts and Nevis and with rising cases of COVID-19, the argument for vaccination is being made forcefully by the health authorities. But there is still some vaccine hesitancy among the population, as evidenced by persons who were terminated from their jobs for failing to be vaccinated and a handful of protesters who took to the streets Friday to protest against the COVID-19 vaccine. The concerns that the vaccine does not necessarily prevent persons from contracting the virus is causing consternation among some people. Why take the COVID-19 vaccine if they can still be a carrier of the virus?
Because if it doesn't cure me, if it doesn't stop me from getting it, it doesn't stop me from transmitting it, why the hell are you putting these measures in place? It is now being said that the variants are basically immune to the vaccine.
But Dr. Cuthbert Sebastian says vaccination, while not foolproof to preventing contraction of COVID-19, is the best protection.
No one ever really said that the vaccine is 100% perfect. There's no vaccine that's 100% perfect. There's no medicine that is actually 100% perfect. I mean, a simple thing like paracetamol, we might take for granted, but if you take too much of it, then you can have liver failure and you can die. And so nothing is perfect, nothing is foolproof, but you can get into a car accident while wearing your seatbelt and you still may not get out of it fine. But wearing your seatbelt helps to reduce that risk while you're in a car accident. So that's the reasoning. You have to weigh the benefits versus the cons when you just decide to weigh the vaccine. And so far, what I've been seeing with the statistics is that the benefits much outweigh the risk. When you have a vaccine, your body will have an immune response that will constantly fight a virus if you get infected with it. And that will reduce the likelihood of that virus inside of you mutating into a new variant that could be potentially worse than the Delta variant. So the more people are vaccinated, the less likely we will develop a new variant. And that new variant could possibly be, a lot more deadly, a lot more transmissible. We don't know.
There are others who believe that if they wear their masks or follow other non-pharmaceutical measures, there would be no need to take the vaccine.
Most of us, we wear a mask, sanitize our hand, and if you're saying eventually it'll go away, well, okay, then I could continue wearing my mask, I could continue sanitizing my hand. The people who's not vaxxed could continue wearing the mask. Because you're still telling people when they don't take the double dose, they still got to wear the mask.
While the mask and other non-pharmaceutical measures do help to mitigate the contraction of COVID-19, Dr. Sebastian says with the Delta variant, the risks are even greater.
Once you take the proper precautions, 6 feet away or 2 meters away, hand sanitizing, all these things, you reduce the likelihood of getting infected. But we all make mistakes. Subconsciously, people touch their face nearly 100 times a day, easily, with their hands, that they may have touched something, or perhaps they just walked into a room with someone in there. It's extremely hard to social distance in society, especially when you go into businesses and stuff like that. You'll always have to at least walk by somebody, going into the supermarket and stuff like that. It's really difficult to social distance when you're in the same aisle looking for something and these type of things. And remember, a mask is not 100% foolproof in preventing viral particles from getting to you. So if enough viral particles get there to the mask, it depends on what type of mask you wear as well. A surgical mask is better than a cloth mask. An N95 mask is better than a surgical mask in terms of preventing viral particles from getting inside. And they're not 100% foolproof in preventing that. So there's always a possibility.
As of Tuesday, August 24th, a total of 20,908 persons in St. Kitts and Nevis have been fully vaccinated. There are 318 active cases of COVID-19 in St. Kitts and Nevis as of that date. Since the pandemic hit the Federation, there have been 929 positive cases, of which 608 have fully recovered, and 3 COVID-19 related deaths. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.